Greetings, YouTube. Today's story comes out of Capurus Cove, Texas. It appears that a 13-year-old, one Allie Cheney, decided to wear a shirt today at school one day in support of the LGBT community. Um, it's got a really nice rainbow text that says some people are gay, get used to it. She was reprimanded for this and told that she could not wear this shirt. Um, and her mother was called. Because she had declined to wear a school shirt, a standard procedure when they decide a shirt is considered offensive, and she was suitably upset. Now, I find this article interesting for two reasons. One, in another case somewhere else in the U.S., a student wore a shirt that said, "I'm so happy that oh no, sorry. Nobody knows I'm a lesbian." Um, and this shirt was eventually determined that she could wear it because it was a declaration of her own position, I guess. It's fuzzy, the reasons. That's not a shock. They do this intentionally. As opposed to the some people are gay, get used to it, which isn't a declaration of your position. It's this inconsistency that bothers me. But the second reason it bothers me is that according to the CCISD's dress code, which is a lot of Capurus Cove Independent School District, it's a lot of letters thrown in there. According to their student handbook and code of conduct, clothing that is disruptive to the learning environment based on reactions by other students is prohibited. This is the part that disturbs me. Now, I can understand why teachers and admins would want to make sure that the students are concentrating on their schoolwork. But a declaration of acceptance should not be considered disruptive in and of itself. To my mind, the statement, some people are gay, get used to it, is about as controversial as sky is blue, water wet. What bothers me is that it's the mass opinion is more important than anything else. That if no one gets upset at something, regardless of what the statement on the shirt is, it would be accepted. And if enough students complain about something, then it will be shouted down. So you end up with the tyranny of the majority, which is something that we are supposed to oppose in the United States. We are supposed to have a system set up so that minorities' voices will be heard and their rights will be defended. So for me, that's the real juxta of this situation right there. That's the issue. That this is about the silence of the minority. That if enough people shout it down, the school administrations apparently go, oh well, people don't like it, so I can't. I got my hands are tied. It's in the book. So the people are upset. I can't do anything about it, which is a wonderful cop out for administration. It's a wonderful way for them to say, okay, I can't do anything about it. Students are complaining. They're disrupted, which is of course bullshit. Now, I'm not saying that a student couldn't wear a shirt to school that had something on it which actually would be disruptive to the learning process. But that's a decision that has to be made by an administrator. Because that's their job. Administrators' jobs are to make decisions. That's why we hire them. I can get a piece of software that will apply a code, but we don't have any software that will actually, help decisions. And that's what needs to be done here, and that isn't what's being done here. Decisions aren't being made. There's something applying a code, and the code they're applying says that the mass of people can decide what the minority of people can express. And that bothers me. That runs counter to our First Amendment. And I don't think it's a lesson that we should be teaching children. Because it's a lesson that's going to sit deep inside their head, and they're going to take it with them. That they shout loud enough. they can silence anyone they don't want heard.